Hello and God bless you. This one is on electronics and the joy of keeping them charged. Ugh. It's it's definitely it's most challenging for people on the streets. That's for sure. If you're in a vehicle, it's definitely not as problematic. But if you're a girl, it is still problematic though. I know some street people who had got those Obama phones. Yeah, another half-ass government program. It's like, hey, look at all these people who are helping. All these people have phones now. Never mind the fact there's like no way to charge them up and actually use them. So yeah, that's definitely problematic. And I've seen, I know, like in this one restaurant, one of the street guys comes in and because most restaurants don't have outlets in SoCal, and if they do, they're covered up, which this one guy will just, take the plate right off and make it work. There's some public bathrooms where the guys have climbed up and taken the, where are my words? Light bulb out, and then they have some like converter thing that they can plug in there and then like plug their stuff into that. And yeah, it's just a pistol because they don't put the light bulbs back ever, and then they're in there for too long, and then the city takes the locks off, and then people are walking in on you, and it's just it's a pistol. I understand why they do it, but it's just a pistol. There needs to be a better way. There needs to be like cities need to have like a solar bank, and our companies just need to have like outlets. And like seriously, if the government actually does subsidize Walmart, which is $1 billion industry, there's no reason why they can't subsidize companies having easy access plugins. It's just an absolute pistol. And people, I know a lot of people are like, well, go to a restaurant. Well, a lot of restaurants actually don't have them. I've been to one. I used to go to one, and they like cut the power significantly, and plus it's really loud. And I have health issues. I can only deal with so much, and having like really loud music on, especially if there's like a TV, and then people have their phones going or like stupid portable speakers, and then they're talking, and it's just way too much to take in. It's just I'm not going to get sick over charging my phone. I'll do without. So yeah, at least for me, getting in and staying in there long enough is problematic. And I know a lot of street people just feel like they're always being looked at and judged, and they just don't want to deal with the crap that people in homes dish out. It's like we're already dealing with enough. Guys in vehicles, they're pretty much set because they always trip out their batteries, so they can charge without having their car running, without killing the battery somehow. I know one couple, she said her guy got like a Marina battery and like jammed it under the hood, and like never died, and they could do like anything and everything on it, and it was just stellar. But yeah, that's boys are given a ton more information than girls, and I know guys are like, well, you're a girl, like someone will help you, and that's just bullshit. 99% of men will not help women. They'll use women, but they're no, no. There's not help if you're a female. It really sucks, and you're not given a lot of basic information. I even tried to take a car class. I did take a car class in my youth because I'm like, cars are really important, and yeah, instead of like being allowed to learn, I just had condoms chucked at me and nasty things screamed at me week after week. And thankfully only one guy was inappropriate touch wise, which ironically the one guy who screamed at me the most, he saw I was upset one day, and he came up and he's like what's going on, and I started answering him, and he's just like, stop. He's like, he looked at the other guy and he's like, you made her swear. He's like, go finish doing what you're doing, and I'm going to take care of this. That guy not only did he never touch me again, he never looked at me or spoke to me ever again, which was a blessing. And it was a kicker that it's the guy that screamed at me the most, like wound up having my back, and thank God he was there, because none of the other guys would step up. And when you're dealing with a guy that has like 8 inches on you and just is completely overpowering you, you can only do so much, especially with a prejudiced teacher who just like washed my boat. It's like, can I do something other than I didn't come here to wash your boat so it's pretty for the weekend or balance tires. I was hoping to learn something more about cars than how to balance tires. So yeah. But yeah, so I didn't learn anything other than that. I learned nothing of value, nothing about cars. It was a really ugly experience. And now my car went out of line the other year, last year. Now I have a bald tire and another tire warped wrong or wore wrong. So I have 2 bad tires now. And, all the guys were just like, oh, you're out of alignment. I'm like, what? Like, how do you know I'm out of alignment? It's like, well, what else would it be? I'm like, oh, yeah, you get a ton more info than us girls do. But, yeah, I did get a solar panel finally the other week. And that was a process and a half. A lot of places don't carry them, and then places that I found online that said they carry them, they never had like the smaller ones they said they had in stock. And some people put them up on their rooftops. I'm not really comfortable with that. I would need help, and I would also, you have more chance of having it being vandalized and stolen, and there's just a lot more cost. And I did finally find something smaller at Freight Harbor the other week, and I found one where I could get into, so that was good. And so yeah, so at least, I have somewhat of a buffer because I do have health problems, and I do have days and weeks where I won't drive more than 5 miles in a day. I mean, even when I need to get places, the other year I had to go up north, and it was like just over 1,000 miles, and it took me 15 days. Was never able to do more than 100 miles. Like, it was basically, if I was lucky, it was like, it averaged out to just under 70 miles a day. But hey, I eventually got there. Slow but sure, man. But it's a pistol, and driving 5 miles a day, especially when I'm having a hard time, or you can't keep anything charged, and especially if you go on YouTube, those videos suck the energy out of your phone in a blink of an eye. It's like, oh, I just want to meditate. I guess I won't do that. I'll meditate by myself. But yeah, so I got it, and of course life is life. And right after I purchased this little solar panel, I bought 2 things, and they only come with these wall plugins, like, for real. Oh my gosh. And to make matters even more irritating, they only come with these little these unique connectors, which I've been to 2 electronic stores, and I'm like, hey, do you have this with the USB cord instead? And they're like, no. I'm like, hey, do you have something that can plug into this and convert it over to a USB cord so I can like plug it into my car, or into the solar panel? And they're like, no. And one time I had this thing that I could plug into my car, and it had like a wall plug-in. I'm like, this is awesome, but it just made a lot of noise, and it didn't put any power out. So this was just worthless. And not all solar works. Someone gave me this itsy bitsy solar thing, and it never did charge. It was just like pointless. But at least the one I have now, it looks like it will be pretty good. So minus shade spots and cloud days and fog, and June gloom is around the corner. But it will take the edge off of it. At least I'll have something, a little charge, even if it's not 100%. I'll have something, which is good. But yeah, if anyone knows how, like, what is this? Why would you do this? If you're a company who does this, don't do this. Like, and seriously, if something, like, look how small this is. And if something goes the matter with this, or it gets lost, it's like the whole unit's useless. Like, make it universal and make it USB, whatever they're called, plug too. It's, so I don't know if I just don't know. And I've been doing some treatments for my health, and this lady works out of her house, so she's been letting me plug in while I'm there, but I really appreciate it, but it's not something I can make a habit out of. I just really need to take care of this myself, but I don't know how to because I just don't. But hey, if you know how or where I can find these with USBs, please write in the comments. I would appreciate that. So yeah, it's just a pistol, and there's definitely room for improvement. if we can, I don't know, this nation does so much, and it's sickening when we're dropping bombs on places, and it's just like, could we just take care of our business here? Could we, like, you know, one bomb could like take care of probably all the cities, and, you know, with, you know, either outlets or solar, or, you know, or just a law that says, hey, when you sell stuff, make sure it's a USB cord too, so, you know, everyone has a chance to plug in and get charged up, because this is, when you're a girl in a car, and everyone on the streets I know, this is a massive, massive issue. It's an issue, period. There's definitely room for improvement. So yeah, I hope all's going good. Take care. Bye.